What you're about to hear will shake the WWE Universe to its core. Roman Reigns just did the unthinkable after Monday Night Raw went off the air, and the mystery that's been building for weeks has finally been solved. But trust me, wrestling fans, nobody saw this coming. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand why the landscape of WWE just changed forever. What's up, Suplex Rumble Nation? Welcome back to the channel where we bring you the hottest takes, the deepest analysis, and all the backstage buzz from the world of professional wrestling. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell because you do not want to miss what we've got coming your way. Now let's get into this absolute bombshell. Alright, let me set the scene for you. For the past 6 weeks, the WWE Universe has been on the edge of their seats. Ever since that fateful night when a mysterious figure attacked the Usos backstage, speculation has been running wild. Who was behind the mask? Who had the guts to go after Roman Reigns' family? Who was bold enough or crazy enough to poke the tribal chief? Social media has been exploding with theories. Was it a returning legend? A disgruntled former Bloodline member? An NXT call-up looking to make the biggest statement of their career? The wrestling world became one giant detective agency, and everyone had their theory. We saw the clues, didn't we? The mysterious hooded figure appearing in the crowd. The cryptic messages on social media. That brutal assault on Solo Sikoa 2 weeks ago that left him laid out in the parking lot. And then last week when Paul Heyman himself was confronted by this mystery person, and even the wise man looked genuinely shook. The tension has been building like a powder keg ready to explode. And Monday Night Raw? Monday Night Raw was the match that lit the fuse. So here's what went down during the actual broadcast. Roman Reigns comes out for what's supposed to be a standard in-ring promo, tribal chief business as usual. He's talking about his legacy, his dominance, how he's carried WWE on his back for over 3 years. The crowd is eating it up, love him or hate him, because that's what Roman does. But then and this is where it gets good, the lights flicker. Just for a second. Barely noticeable if you weren't paying attention. But Roman noticed. Oh, he definitely noticed. You could see it in his eyes. That flash of recognition. That momentary break in the tribal chief's armor. He calls out the mystery person right then and there. Roman Reigns, microphone in hand, demands that whoever has been playing these games shows their face. He says, and I'm paraphrasing here, I'm done with the games. I'm done with the hiding. You want the tribal chief? You want this? He points to the championship. Then step up like a man and face me. The crowd is going absolutely bonkers at this point. Chants of who's it gonna be echo through the arena. But nothing happens. The mystery person doesn't show. Roman looks frustrated, no, not frustrated, insulted. And Monday Night Raw goes off the air with that tension just hanging there. But that wasn't the end of the story. Not even close. Now, this is where it gets absolutely insane, and this is information that's coming from multiple reliable sources who were in attendance at the arena. What I'm about to tell you happened after the cameras stopped rolling, during what's known in the business as a dark segment, content performed for the live audience only. According to eyewitnesses, Roman was heading up the ramp, clearly agitated, when suddenly the Titantron comes to life. And there they're standing in what appears to be a backstage corridor, is the hooded figure we've been seeing for weeks. The arena goes completely silent. You could hear a pin drop. Roman stops dead in his tracks, turns around, and for the first time in months, the tribal chief looks genuinely caught off guard. The figure starts walking toward the camera, slowly, deliberately, each step building the anticipation. The hood is still up. We can't see the face yet, but the build, the stature, the walk, wrestling fans are already trying to piece it together. And then Roman does something nobody expected. He doesn't wait for this person to come to the ring. He doesn't send security. He runs backstage himself. The tribal chief, abandoning all protocol, sprinting through the curtain to confront this mystery person face to face. Fans in the arena are losing their minds. Some are pulling out their phones, trying to record what's happening on the Tron. Security is scrambling. And then, the feed cuts to the gorilla position, that's the area right behind the curtain where wrestlers prepare to make their entrance. Now here's where accounts get really interesting, and I want to be clear, I'm piecing this together from multiple fan reports, so there might be slight variations in the details, but the core of what happened is consistent across all sources. Roman comes through the curtain, and there's the mystery figure, standing maybe 20 feet away. Paul Heyman comes running up behind Roman, trying to hold him back, but Roman brushes him off. The tribal chief walks straight up to this person, and in a moment of absolute intensity, he says, and multiple people confirm this, I know who you are. I've always known. And then this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Roman reaches up and pulls the hood back himself. He unmasks the mystery man right there, and when that hood comes down, the reports are saying it was someone from Roman's past. Not just wrestling past, but family past. The The speculation that's absolutely dominating the wrestling rumor mill right now is pointing to a former ally, someone who was there during the early days of the bloodline, someone who feels they were cast aside, overlooked, not given the respect they deserved while Roman ascended to god-tier status in WWE. According to the most credible sources, there was no physical confrontation at this point. Instead, Roman and this individual had what witnesses described as an intense verbal exchange. Roman reportedly said something along the lines of, "You think this is how you get my attention? You think attacking my family makes you worthy of facing me?" And here's what makes this so brilliant from a storytelling perspective: the mystery man, now unmasked, apparently responded with grievances. Real, legitimate complaints about being overlooked, about watching Roman get opportunity after opportunity while others were left in the dust. About family meaning something different when you're at the top versus when you're fighting for a spot on the card. This isn't just a random attack angle, folks. This is personal. This is family. And if there's one thing we know about Roman Reigns' character, it's that family betrayal hits different. So let's break down what this means for the WWE landscape moving forward, because the implications here are massive. First off, this gives us a fresh, compelling storyline for Roman Reigns that doesn't involve the championship, at least not directly. Roman has been so dominant for so long that finding credible threats has been challenging. But a personal vendetta? A family betrayal? That's the kind of storytelling that transcends titles and creates genuine emotional investment. Secondly, if the speculation about the identity is accurate, we're talking about elevating a performer who's been waiting for this moment. This could be the career-defining push that takes someone from mid-card to main event status. We've seen it before. The right angle against the right opponent at the right time can make a superstar. Think about the match possibilities. A one-on-one showdown at the next premium live event? Absolutely. But what about the psychological warfare that leads up to it? What about bringing in other family members to take sides? What about the Usos getting involved? Solo Sikoa seeking revenge? Paul Heyman playing chess in the background? The storytelling layers here are incredible. And here's something else to consider: this could be the beginning of the end of Roman's reign of dominance. Not necessarily the title, but the aura of invincibility. When cracks start to show in the armor, when family turns on family, when the tribal chief's authority gets questioned from within, that's when empires start to crumble. Now, I've also got to mention the brilliant move of doing this as a dark segment. Why? Because it creates this organic, grassroots buzz. Fans who were there feel special. They got to see something exclusive. They're telling their friends, posting on social media, and creating genuine word-of-mouth excitement. That's marketing gold in today's wrestling landscape. Alright, so where do we go from here? Let me give you my predictions for how this unfolds over the next few weeks. Prediction number 1, we're going to get the official reveal on this Friday's SmackDown. WWE isn't going to let this simmer too long. They'll want to capitalize on the buzz while it's hot. Expect Roman to address what happened, maybe show footage of the confrontation, and set up the next steps in this rivalry. Prediction number 2, this doesn't end with just a singles match. Oh no. I'm thinking Wargames style payoff. Bloodline versus whoever this person can rally to their cause. Former allies, people who've been wronged by Roman, competitors who are tired of the tribal chief's dominance. That's the kind of spectacle this angle deserves. Prediction number 3, Paul Heyman is going to play a crucial role in this. The wise man always does. I wouldn't be surprised if we find out he knew about this the whole time, or if he becomes a pivotal figure in trying to maintain order within the bloodline while external threats mount. And here's my boldest prediction: this is the beginning of Roman Reigns' transformation. Not a heel turn or a face turn in the traditional sense, but an evolution. We might be witnessing the tribal chief realize that ruling through fear and dominance has consequences. That family politics are complicated. That being at the top makes you a target from all sides, including those you thought you could trust. Could this lead to a more vulnerable Roman? A more human Roman? A Roman who has to fight to maintain his position rather than just assuming it's his by birthright? Now that would be compelling television. Listen, wrestling fans, we are living through an incredible era of storytelling in WWE, and this Roman Reigns mystery man angle is proof of that. Whether you love Roman or can't stand him, you cannot